Cool, right, it's Mike from the Mike James Rock Show. We're at the end of 2015. It's my very, very last interview of the year. Garrett from Tremonti, welcome to the show.
What's going on?
How's it been in the UK? You've done a few dates so far?
Yeah, we've been, by the time we leave the UK, we've probably spent about a week here, and
then the weather will clear up and it'll be nice and sunny again.
Yeah, I've come to terms, me being a Florida boy, that there is no sun in the UK, but it's awesome here. I like it. It's completely different than anything else I'm used to, so
cool,
it's
Our
awesome.
summer literally is one afternoon in about April time. Everyone gets their shorts out.
Yeah.
Says that. I always wear shorts.
Yeah, man.
You're over here with Tremonti.
Yeah.
You played, was it Download this year?
We did Download last year.
Just as the album was coming out.
Yeah.
So this must be pretty much the end of the whole album cycle.
Well, we did 2 records. We recorded 20 songs total. We did 10 songs that we put on Cowrise, and then the rest we're going to put on a record called Dust.
It is called Dust.
That's going to be out. It's looking like April.
Okay.
It's going to be out. So
Is that going to be on Fret 12 as well?
Yep, on Fret 12. We're going to put... and that's going to be everything we pretty much recorded. We'll go out, do some more touring for that, and then...
So there's no real big time off to go and record then? The album's already cut and recorded?
Yeah, that was the kind of the beauty of it, is we just took like 3 or 4 months, and we did 20 songs, and it was quite the undertaking. It's, normally for an album you'll do probably 12, 13 songs, 10 or 11, maybe 12 will make the record. But we did 20. I had like six or 7 days to record all 20 songs, so it was pretty rigorous, Yeah, so we had everything pretty much nailed down as we went into record. So we were pretty much just executing parts instead of writing in the studio. Yeah. So we kind of knew what we wanted to do going in.
Is there certain songs that would only go on the first album and ones that go on the second album from the sessions, or was it just a case of, right, we've written 20 songs, these are the best 12 for that album, these are the best for that, and we've got some B-sides if needed?
When we had everything all kind of said and done, and we were kind of getting mixes back, Mark went and made a list, Eric went and made a list, Wolf made a list, I made a list, and we all did it separately, and like, okay, I'll put this 10 on here and this 10 on here, and then kind of compare notes, and from all that we kind of arranged it. And we didn't want it to be like the 10 best songs on the first album and all the throwaways on the next one. We wanted to balance it even, and we kind of felt if the songs aren't strong enough, then there's no point in releasing it.
Cool.
So,
so which 2 songs did get dropped then? Because if you got 10 for one and they say 8 on so for the other, or is it all of the tracks?
Oh no, it's 10 on the first one, 10 on the last. So everything that we recorded is going to be released. We don't have any B-sides like we did on the last record. On the first record, All I Was.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything that we recorded will see the light of day, and people will get to hear, and hopefully they'll like it. And,
have you already sat down and with the label management going, right, these are the singles for the next 12 months?
Well, as far as the singles for the next album, that we'll probably start to determine that pretty soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now we're just out here focusing on this one, and
because we're pushing out Sympathy at the moment.
Yeah, Sympathy. It's when we kind of started to put out snippets before the record came out, that was one of the snippets that people were like, "That's pretty cool." Yeah. So we've been playing that one on this tour, and it's been getting a pretty good reception.
Oh, that's cool.
So we're happy with everything so far.
You've had quite a crazy year in general. You went out with quite a few bands, but the one I've just noticed is that you've been out with Trivium, which I would not have put you two together.
Yeah.
Has that opened up new markets for you?
It was cool. They're an Orlando band. We're an Orlando band. So we'd always kind of see those guys around, and they're cool dudes, man. It is kind of like 2 different worlds. You'd look out in the crowd and you'd see like the hardcore metalhead kids, like. They don't know if they're allowed to like it or not, but it's cool, man. It was a cool experience. We did 7 weeks with them in the U.S. It was a pretty long haul, but it was cool. I definitely feel, because we do the merch signing at the end of the show, and you'd have some people that's like, I've never heard of you guys before, so it was cool to gain some new fans, and we had some diehards come out as well. But But yeah, we're out here headlining this US tour, this European tour, and we finish up on the 21st. Mark's gonna go work on some AB stuff, and then come April, we'll hit the road and support a Dust.
Nice.
So, yeah.
You've already been announced for Download 2016 as well.
Yeah, man.
Amazing.
It's when we initially got the call to do Download last year. It was completely surreal for me. I grew up reading like Hit Parade or Kerrang magazine, like all the old school rock and roll magazines, and they'd always put out like all the pictures from all the big festivals and stuff like that, and those festivals always just seemed like larger than life to me.
As well,
yeah, you know.
I've spoken to quite a few like American bands, and they're like, we're happy to go on at 11 o'clock in the morning because we're playing to 40,000. We couldn't do that if we headlined in the States on a festival.
So when we got the call, it's like, okay, A, you're going to do Download, and B, it's going to be the main stage. I was just like, I still see pictures of it, and it's just like, I almost forget it happened because it was just so... I mean, I never played in front of that many. I think it was like 80,000 people or whatever.
Crazy amount.
I mean, it's just... You know, I threw up before I played just because I was just so nervous.
That's a good thing, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you're not getting the nerves for a gig like that, it's second nature, man.
I always kind of feel like if it ever gets to the point where you're not nervous, there's a problem.
Yeah.
You know, because I take it really serious and I care a lot about it. I probably beat myself up more than I should when it comes to drumming and stuff like that, but I feel like it's a good work ethic. But anyways, yeah, we're super stoked to be going back to Download. The fact that they asked us back, we're going to do Donington again, and then I think we're also doing Paris.
Oh, okay.
Download Paris.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you're going to be in Europe for most of the summer next year, doing all the whole season circuits of the...
We've got some confirmations on some of the festivals. As far as like the routing for like the shows in between, I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. But yeah, all the booking agents and everything, they're starting to get everything all kind of lined up. And
cool,
then
man.
once
Seems
it's
like
all,
you can have a busy year next year then.
I hope so, man. It's the Cauterize has been really well received, and you know, any day you're out on tour playing music's a good day as far as I'm concerned. So,
are you doing all your drum workshops and stuff?
Man, I've been doing them. I do them in the U.S. and I've been doing them out here. And it's cool, man. I never really thought I would be a drum teacher, but it's fun. It's something extra to do. I mean, you're sitting here in the dressing room. This is pretty much what we do all day, aside from when we have interviews or when we do meet and greets or sound check and all that. You're just kind of hanging out, so it's cool. You get to meet somebody that loves an instrument like you do. And, you know, I kind of get a kick out of, like, you show somebody how to do something, and then they try it, and then their face lights up. It kind of reminds me of the way I was when I was younger.
I sat in with a songwriting meet and greet type thing a few months back. And it was only a handful of, like college-age kids. But they were just absorbing it all in. They were taking notes and stuff. Do you find that you're also learning from the kids you're teaching drums?
You know, yeah, it is kind of this, like, even trade. I didn't think it would be like that, but... There's been like a couple people that have come in and, you know, they're not that far off from, you know, not that I have crazy ability or anything, but I consider them like really close. And there was one guy that came in that was doing some stuff that like I couldn't even do. So I kind of felt like I was learning something from him.
Was it Portnoy in disguise?
Oh, man. Portnoy. He's a legend, man.
He is.
Portnoy's awesome.
It's been an absolute pleasure catching up with you,
awesome, man. Thank you very much.
Looking forward to hearing the next album. Is it April it's out or March?
It's looking like April right now. I'd hate to say a date because it's not concrete. But
just after Easter.
Yeah, no, for sure. But it should be out looking like April.
Cool, man.
Yeah, man.
Well, thanks very much, and we look forward to listening to it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks.